Hi Roddy.
Matthew.
Coming to you from a relatively cool basement in Bath Street, considering how hot it is outside. Today is hot.
Slightly cooler in here.
Yeah, this is quite comfortable currently. We just want to talk about our latest arrival, which we're extremely excited about. And this comes from, or with, our good friend Ralfy, who has very kindly allowed us to bottle one of his casks for our birthday.
So we have here a 15-year-old Glen Elgin.
And if you know me, Glen Elgin is a distillery that I know and love. So I'm particularly excited that we've got our very first Glen Elgin.
When we saw the samples that were coming, we kind of rolled our eyes a bit at the thought of Matthew being all excited about the Glen Elgin, but then when we tasted it, we were like, all right, yes, no, you're right. So this is the kind of elegant, fruit-filled, bright, fresh kind of dram that I think kind of fits the Glen Elgin flavour profile.
It's exactly the style of whiskey that I want from Glen Elgin. That lovely kind of intense, fruity core, and being from bourbon, it just sings in the cask.
It's
fruit,
like apples, pears, maybe peaches, but really for me it's apples and pears. It's really that lovely, bright, fresh, summery fruit. It's an ideal summery dram, and it's bottled at a reasonable cask strength of 53.1. So
it is reasonable, absolutely.
I mean, for sure it takes water. But I think it's really a good sipper by itself. So yeah, 15 years old to mark the 15th birthday of our first shop. But we've in the last month or so taken delivery of 3 other single casks, which we've kind of gone all out to mark the 15th birthday. I don't know why
it is a bit like buses. It feels,
it's like a half decade, so we might have to have more than the normal birthday bottlings.
Yeah.
So kind of in terms of the sort of flavour profiles, the next one to talk about is the Glen Scotia that we've had for a wee while now, and this is a 11-year-old that spent half of that time in a Tawny port cask.
Yeah, and that's just glorious. It's just giggle juice. We tried it and we just laughed when we first tried it.
So it's not the most serious whiskey in the world.
No.
It kind of, I think my t-shirt maybe sums it up.
It's huge amounts of fun.
Whereas the Glen Elgin is Matthew's elegant linen shirt.
Yes.
The Glen Scotia is my party tie-dye.
And we're there was 304 bottles of that, and we're kind of getting to the tail end of it now. So it has done very well. People are really liking it. So if you want it, you might need to move a bit quickly.
This one's mostly gone.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention the prices, of course, because that's what I do. So the Glen Elgin, we're retailing for 85. The Glen Scotia is £69.50. And then moving up the intensity scale.
Very much so.
Third dram
is this Adelphi, Ben Nevis, and we're very good. We love Adelphi. They're such a great independent bottler, and they bottle so much quality. They sent us a few samples to try, and this Ben Nevis was just
it stood out.
Immediately we tried them and we're like, that there. Like sometimes you might try a range of whiskies and think, that one's okay. Like this one, immediately we're like, oh, that's a proper whiskey.
So this is Ben Nevis. There's not smoke. There's a little bit of Ben Nevis funk, and it's been in a nice active sherry butt. So that combination of the Ben Nevis funk with the
10 years in sherry.
10 years in sherry. So you've got dried fruit, you've got dried apricots, dried raisins, dried cherries. I get cocoa, chocolate.
Yeah, very much so.
And there's quite a sweetness too as well. There's a sort of caramel kind of
I think as it sits in your glass as well, the more and more fruit comes out. It becomes just layered and layered. It is like if you like a sherry cask whiskey, but you know and if you know Ben Nevis is robust enough to stand up to that sherry, and it's just glorious whiskey, absolutely glorious.
So this one comes in at a rather punchier 59.6%. But we did check, and this one also swims quite well too. It takes water, so yeah, it's worth playing around with that one, finding your sweet spot.
And how much does that come in at?
I always want to add 50 pence on this, but it's a nice round £79.
Yes, £79.
£79 for the 10-year-old Ben Nevis, and then finishing the lineup with some smoke.
With some smoke. So this is Glasgow 1770. This is a collaboration between us and Glasgow Science Centre. You might know that we do these regular tastings that we've done for 9 years. 9 years.
Yeah.
We've done the Science of Whiskey, and we've done a Science of Gin and other things like that. But Science of Whiskey is a recurring tasting we do with Glasgow Science Centre. And we were really keen to do something with them like this.
Because it's their 25th birthday
this
year.
20th, exactly. So they wanted to mark that with something. And we felt like Glasgow Distillery, being a urban distillery, being kind of neighbours almost, you know, local to Glasgow Science Centre, would be that ideal partner for that, because they're releasing such great whiskies.
Yeah, they're doing lots of interesting, unusual wood types, which is what this is. So this is a Recioto cask finish. I mean, they call it a finish, but it's a 6-year-old whiskey, and it's a 3-year finish, so it's an additional maturation.
Additional maturation, I'd say.
So what you've got here is the peated spirit from Glasgow, which has been in bourbon barrels, and then it spent 3 years in this this Italian sweet wine cask. So that wraps up the smoke in a layer of kind of like honeyed, puddingy sweetness. So yeah, this is very much the kind of after dinner jam for me.
Yeah.
You know, the one that you know, if we did these in a tasting, this is the order that we do them in.
Yeah,
you know,
very much so.
that makes good sense. So yeah, this is peated sweet wine cask, and we retail this one for £66.50. So yeah, that's our current four bottlings. But those of you that subscribe to our newsletter will know that we've hinted that there are other things coming soon. So watch this space, I guess. Watch this channel.
Watch this. Yeah, yes. Tune in regularly.
Tune in regularly. 5 p.m. on a Friday. No.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that dial.
Don't touch that dial. All right, folks. So yeah. That one's going fast. This one's just arrived. This is a butt, so there's loads of it. And I don't know, this one is going as well.
Yes,
and also that's being sold at the Science Centre too, so we've got less of that to sell.
Yeah, fewer.
So, fewer, thank you.
Yes.
All right, folks, see you next time.
Cheers, folks.